We are fine set. And they fear that.
Sure.
Me Friday I manage for a new man getting kitty binti.
Okay.
First of all, weekend non started. And then a weekend no afford it a lot of us to rest kakra. Na ya relax kakra. And I think that we share the seriousness for Monday bana. We run weekend now to say it's a press and a coffee. And the structure of Nhyira passports, no, and so boy Friday show no, because I have Friday show no yeah, and commodity more, and the feedback I am in from Momuti and Momushe no, I very very lovely say they feel Friday they are more part of the show.
Sure.
Than any other days. In Tiana Friday shows no. A show be a many a jumpa. Now, yes, starting common from the FIFA players.
Okay.
Fifth Pro World 11. A special award because when you sign a in some trophy, sign a fans, sign a other people, who players. When you opportunity for players nankasamu
to vote.
Omo born to say, born me Bobby. Me jina park ni subi. Minim ye wom to be a player. Ebi a normal so many as fans any journalists. Me am a footballer no. Mentias here about the way you book game no park no. Are far different from me. Rich, that is the reason why some jurisdictions are. They don't really like football pundits among your former footballers.
Because we no be that. They then have been discussing.
Yes, they believe players and normal pundits. They are experts on a ground. Until when they tell you, this is my analysis of this game, they believe, say, this is an expert speaking. Sarah Ferdinand Kacha say, I deal with a power kubasi here, you know, a wrong turn, a wrong decision. Rich, who they couldn't here? Because we're Gina Park in the swamp,
a proper defender.
Yes, we're facing some situations, you know, countless times. So, Okachi was a sad mistake way, or Biabe. It means a situation, you know, or Tiasia or facing with that. And Emma players a voting a special at the moment. Nah, I think it was it just last week Friday? Yeah. The enemy boy. And the subsequent days, the final 11 a buy. Now, Rich, send your baby more muti a bit me follow. No muswe din komoni be ye no. I will want your social media for no to situate in common ye. Nominees in the buy no. First of all, good. Good. But you better run it through and son you finalize.
No problem.
You better run it through like this. A buy no na goalkeepers near 3. Alison Becker, Courtois, and Adunaruma. Where the goalkeepers are, the players had the opportunity to choose their own first 11 goalkeeper. Sena uko defenders na a Trent, Kubasi, Hakimi, Marquinhos, Nuno Mendes, William Saliba, Virgil van Dijk. Trent, Kubasi, Hakimi, Marquinhos, Mendes, Saliba, Van Dijk. Sena uko midfielders na a Jude Bellingham, Kevin De Bruyne, Luka Modric, João Neves, Cole Palmer, Pedri, Federico Valverde, and Vitinha. Then the forwards were Ousmane Dembele, Erling Haaland, Kylian Mbappe, Messi, Rafinha, Cristiano Ronaldo, Mo Salah, and Lamine Yamal. Now, Rich, I want people to understand it's a kuo and say, I no cre. You fifth Pro World 11 Omachusi both Daniel Alves and Philip Lam as lateral defenders. Even though they are all right backs, almost your team na no. That year no ball maintain me no boy enti. Ye Boba as right back, ye Boba as left back, even though he's right. You fifth Pro World 11 Rich Omachusu central midfielders. There is no conventional defensive midfielder. Omusio Ayala, Monshisha Iniesta Muni, Tony Cruz Muni Ayumo, Ewo Fifio, they will play. And see, even though Yachicha the animal Kuokuno, Rich, they've voted in a way. Omo compile votes in the first 11. They've beat a lot of conventions. But Miyaji say this year the end. Rich, depending on the number of votes they were voting according to the classifications. So for instance, say if a goalkeepers now, do the highest vote our goalkeepers automatically call upon him. If a defenders now, the highest votes automatically form their defense line. If a midfielders the highest votes echo into the midfield. See a forwards, the higher vote goes into their forwards. It meant to say, Rich, there was no way Abia Obi forwards category in him. When you vote be brave, then we say, oh, then can we compromise? Near for the Paco and come midfielders near for shit nana. But Rich, if that is the case, then Obi Busa say, under normal circumstances, see a book football, Sanke a book number 2, number 3, 4, and 5, mewa. Yeah. And so much you saw first 11, they choose only 3 defenders.
Is it 4? Huh?
Yes.
Only 3.
They chose only 3 defenders. So how can you then convince me in any argument? Say, for instance, they couldn't have chosen Rafinha as a number 10 of the team. And as a number 10 meant, then Rafinha will go into the midfield. But that is how they chose to vote. Rich, Omuri, not this was the first 11. Goalkeeper Donnarumma, a back three of Ashraf Hakimi, Nuno Mendes, Virgil van Dijk. Then midfielders, Jude Bellingham, Pedri, Vitinha, and Cole Palmer. Then any more 3, Lamine Yamal, Ousmane Dembele, Kylian Mbappe. Rich. So, all the first 11 way, to the minimum, you agree now. There are a lot of differences. Goalkeeper, they went with ours. 2 and 3, they went with Nhyira. I remember you 4 and 5 from had Van Dijk.
Sure.
But they chose Van Dijk was enough. Only Ashraf Hakimi and Mendes, defenders in here. And Rich, Kubasi, Trent, Marquinhos, William Saliba. Honestly, they don't deserve to be in the first 11 of 5th Pro. Even though they could have put in 1 additional defender, it is okay. I disagree.
Especially Obi to say Marquinhos, a player, the Paris Saint-Germain, GBR also GBR. William Saliba.
He was the captain of the team.
The performance for
the
Arsenal.
Leadership. Yes, Saliba. Rich. Unim. I think so. In the past 5 years, Rich, players to be a lasting memory in the minds of the players. And some other sorry corner will say who is the best centre back, they will vote Van Dijk.
So yeah, supporters and
no,
even the players.
Yes, they believe
some names be as or memories.
So Unshia Van Dijk, and I will me akeka if you meet him, Rich, modern day nay. I think after Sergio Ramos, he is becoming the complete centre back. Obia dream team. Ne bona obon ne height, ne leadership, ne imposing figure, ne physicality, ne aggression, ne reading of the game. Just say, oh bibia. And your people sukeko. When players meet him, now Kobusa and say, who is your toughest defender? Rich, he comes to mind. They always mention his name. Now, Rich, midfield horn. In my opinion, there are two players I don't think they should have been there. Jude Bellingham and Cole Palmer. I don't think, say, in the year under retrospect, they did enough to be in the FIFA World 11. No.
Cole Palmer,
and that is all.
Club World Cup.
That is all.
And no enough.
No. Rich, you bought proper season, you as Anna. You bought a ceremonial tournament.
And I'm not going to be so the pre-season.
And that a ceremonial tournament. You bought proper season, you had players across all competitions, gave us accomplished performances than just the FIFA Club World Cup. Within that same period, Rich, apart from the memory of the Jude the season before, no, last season, Jude, what did he do? And I think he said, on also gave a Bemu because of the now one year previously and how the players see him. And yes, sir, Rich, Jude and Cole Palmer, dear. Now, to make that is what I was to make a complete argument, then Obi says, okay, Ayala. Ose me for the Jude, Kevin De Bruyne, Luka Modric, João Neves, Cole Palmer, Pedri, Federico Valverde, Vitinha. So players name 4 out of these players. Now say 2 deserve say and come in who opinion. Then one man is a fatter so more. Rich, I think so. Sometimes senior players, is here technically inclined, Omunim roles are Omwakasa play or pack so and how roles can impact injury room play. They should have given João Neves the opportunity to be there.
Of PSG.
Senka players no vote say João Neves need to be in our team. Rich, do you know the statement I can't say anywhere? The statement would have been say, we're outside the playing body, no. We don't put premium on roles a player be say João Neves a player pack so, but the players now, omu bono and him say this role na kwane bono. There was a lot of impact in the game. Then Rich, I still think say also the way forwards not a lot of competition now. They should have pushed one of those players into a number 10 in the team. Between Rafinha and Mo Salah, one should have been converted into the midfield. No, not still and now say they should have chosen 3 midfielders, 4 forwards per performance. Because Rich, say if arguments in me, if it will make sense, Rich, let's take somebody like Mo Salah. Within the year na retrospect, say Mo Salah jina hona kopa majina wa wana bobo.
Salah.
He just didn't win Liverpool the league. He won every individual top player award in England. Sports Writers Player of the Year, the Players Nankasa Players of the Year, the league Nankasa player of the year. Bibia in England. The best player in the English football last season was Sabrina for Mo Salah. And he played in those leagues. Kopama Ebobi. Rich, Sir Ofa Kopama. Now for Rafinha last season. One Ebobo. Emukrawa. Gabanawa. It was obviously Rafinha. And to say, acquire first 11 year. Not both Mo Salah and Rafinha, any team in him, because you put them in the forward category. Not Kopama and Jude Bellingham. Ebemwa. Rich, I will always have a problem with that kind of selection on my, And to me, Mrs. Yen say, they should have added João Neves to the midfielders and rather choose 4 forwards, because players no more forwards category or no. Individually played much better than players no more choose our midfield or no.
Okay.
Because in the equation, Kevin De Bruyne, meaning Luka Modric, and I don't really see any strong argument to be able to here for Freddy Valverde. And that same argument, cut across Kopama and Jude and so. But now I say, I was say you pay 2 out of 7. Or more said any strong argument, and those 2 were picked.
Well, because program person interactive in you have funny at your phone so my dream pa. First one, Victor Yago or say Ayala. The FIFA World Cup is not ceremonial. It was a 32 club tournament, which is more competitive than the former Club World Cup. He, Kopama, won the Conference League. He led Chelsea to the top 4. So no, nyading back. So one. Omo trophy no makodina I more my world best no. Ceremonial.
FIFA Club World Cup since its inception is a ceremonial tournament.
And
Chelsea,
32
and Chelsea winning here no. And they be redefining competition, The competition has been there as an Chelsea be winning.
Okay.
And it has always been defined as such.
All right. Then secondly, I say Kopama on the numbers no. Yempuli.
Numbers where?
Or J Conference League or Sambo Chelsea Mamudi 4th. That is the argument. Oh yeah, no pay.
Or J Conference League.
Conference League, yeah. I know na do maybe na UEFA for Ninya TV station Mumunja. Yes, no Munyo Bikra Maninja. Teams in the
which we respect Obia opinion. Yeah.
Anyway,
but that is my own. I don't know.
No opinion on
that. I don't know if over FIFA World level now. Do you have disagreement with woman?
I think Jude performance last season and so I agree with you on Jude Bellingham. Kopama mentioned any problem. Echidoho, Hakim, Van Dijk, Nuno Mendes, many problem. Donnarumma, I mean, they're on one day you're choosing it. Mention any problem. The only problem I'm aware is Judy. Judy, I think now on this also is Obama. I disagree with them. I disagree. Yeah.
Rich, then let's move to the FIFA Awards.
Yanko Awards. Okay, so anyone is here you. And how do you okay on? Oh, Yamal, Mbappe.
They just should have added one additional forward.
Okay.
In Rafinha or Mo Salah.
Okay.
And take one midfielder out and change one to João Neves. That is my argument.
Okay.
And I say they should have put William Saliba or Marquinhos in the defense and limit the midfield to 3 and just replace one of Jude and Kopama with João Neves. Simple.
I won't have about 4 defenders.
Me ideally I'll play 4 forwards.
4 mumu anymore.
Yes.
No, it's 3.
No, it's the same.
Okay.
Now you one midfielder back. Then I'm saying say.
So no probably will be number 10.
Both Jude and Kopama don't deserve it. Our list in the moment, and I will take them out. Bring in João Neves if I still have to choose from the midfield category, I will bring Onono there and rather play 4 forwards. Add Rafinha or Salah to the forwards. It's as simple as that.
Okay.
So that is how Nkame may know. Now, Rich.
Ed, 50-10, I'll say FIFA regard the FIFA Club World Cup at the same level as the International World Cup. Until you see it's as such, you continue to make such arrangements. Imagine if Kopama won the World Cup with England.
World Cup?
Yeah. I say imagine Senka Kopama every knee a World Cup with England.
The World Cup proper.
The proper one.
No World Cup proper. Why not go to FIFA Club World Cup?
Anyway, that's your opinion. Maybe Yanko to the FIFA nominees now. Say, started from Memana.
Aye.
Okay, it started from Memana. Okay.
Yes, started from. I think a man the end day only 2, and me say it is a can one some.
Okay, which is
Omu coach of the year and the best player.
Best player, okay.
And he started from a man coach.
Okay.
But Mami Masa preamble. Rich, there are many times FIFA awards a winners are different from the Ballon d'Or awards. And the simple reason why SSR and say the criteria and the voting college, are different.
And for instance, last year, see, Ballon d'Or the end comma Rodri, and FIFA the end comma Vinicius Junior.
Because Ballon d'Or is voted for by the technical study group and journalists. But the FIFA Best Awards, is voted for by member association captains and coaches and the FIFA study group.
Okay.
And see, the voting college, is different. And once the voting college is different, Obiani is choice. And see, I am expecting, the best I can say, I am expecting some few changes.
So they
compare Ballon d'Or winners now.
Okay.
And that is where I will start from. Now, Rich, a man coach, say over the Ballon d'Or. England, our national team coach, Mbano, won it. Make us say in a workman. And we need because of the England, J, a man Euros. O deserve so winning. For me, the strongest opposition was my friend Rennie Slegler. Sleggers because Arsenal from nowhere won a Man Champions League. And the entire me keep my principle say, Sankami will vote. I will vote for Rennie Sleggers and say, Rich, dear Serena Woodman, Eddie England man here, they were already defending champions of the Emani European Championship. So it wasn't as if say they were the reigning champions.
And then the man is standing out.
I'm not underrating at the end of the year.
Okay.
But I'm saying she won with a team that has already shown they can win. But Rennie in the end of the year, Rich, today, in Emma football, it has been Barca, Lyon, Chelsea. Baby, I want the Arsenal money free. Or do we Champions League, Rich, on any proper upsets. Proper one. I just hope say a beer because me say on only workman it deserve some level of recognition. Say workman aji Ballon d'Or na René nje FIFA de mame.
Okay.
Kama kuma betum yempa.
All right.
But Rich, I can't say same for a Mano Women's Player of the Year now.
Chabo Martin and Jay.
And she will win it again. look, or the Barcelona man who Champions League final, Arsenal Shen, or the Spain man who echo European Championship final, England Shen. But Rich, players Nankasa in the FIFA World 11, Emani Dieno, she had the highest vote. Rich, about money football now. It is so obvious. Aitana Bomate is the best player for Mano.
So why not Alisa Russo of Arsenal? Because on also got the Arsenal team and the that one team. And the English team.
Yes, on the before the voting for the Ballon d'Or. And I'm catching say a argument of a saying and the ultimate G then Russo will stand a chance. But Rich, a man voting went purely to Johnny Bonable and forgot about the Ecosi saying. That is why Bomate won. And I'm saying, say, look, okay, say, yes, say, probably we may see changes from the Ballon d'Or. Rich, it is very, very unlikely. But if it's answer, then people will appreciate, say, oh, they are the England, any Arsenal team in the year, no. FIFA voting are recognizing as such. But it will be difficult.
Okay. Yeah, move to
and let's start from the coach.
Okay.
I have one court and Quebec's objection. And Rich, my name say only maybe I agree on this observation. Argentina and Memano coaches. Rich, why Anna Young Inzaghi? Oh,
Inter.
Argentina.
Because when we need Champions League in Indiana.
Oh, now I said there's only one coach who win Champions League. No.
Yeah. No, maybe I'm the man because say the Argentina escape or man as a day.
Because okay.
Or final no at so I think 2 or 3.
Oh dear, ye previous one in free. Now for the year under retrospect in Ngwa. Rich. Ediana Mikel Arteta. Eyechi Inzaghi. Ediana Oye. Because Arteta finished second in the English Premier League and went to the semi-finals of the Champions League. And you would think finishing second in the Premier League and semi-final, Eddie Arteta Bawa. Inzaghi finished second in the Serie A and played in the finals of the Champions League. So why is he not there? Eddie Nema Hansi Flick. Last season, a better coach than Inzaghi. At the end, a man, a better coach. Spanish League na win here na. For what this say in Italian Serie A, Inzaghi finished second. Oshia Flick in the Champions League. You know. Rich, are we saying say Liverpool winning the English Premier League in Kuano? Even though a incredible story for Anna Slot say about Liverpool and the first season in English football Okoji. But Rich, a bro Inzaghi so I don't think so. And so what shall one? And you just Inzaghi. Even the Inter players are missing from all the high level debates for the player of the season. Why?
Example, Lautaro Martinez. Then says, Abrante, how do I owe Bibiana? Or else be a Unimbi. But the guy is doing so well in Inter. And Takra who's a club say pedal. With a kind of striker, you know.
Rich.
This is a club see our more best striker goes in. My man Kofa Lautaro Martinez.
It is so funny. To think say, yes, say Enzo Maresca. The year under retrospect. A better coach Inzaghi. No. Ediana go ahead in Mexico, Inzaghi. Why? Rich, for me, Luis Enrique Friwa, Inzaghi should come. Inzaghi should come. And Sana, any other mention be about. And it is so unfair to him.
Okay.
But it's obvious Luis Enrique should be the FIFA best coach.
All them say obvious.
It's obvious. From there, you go to the goalkeeper. It's obvious Donnarumma should be there.
Okay.
He should win it.
Now to the best player. Ememano.
Yes, I will.
You bet me at about 3 then.
Yes, I will do him.
I predicted you bet me win. Ousmane Dembele, Achraf Hakimi, Harry Kane, Kylian Mbappe, Nuno Mendes, Koupama, Pedri, Rafinha, Mohamed Salah, Vitinha, Lamine Yamal.
Rich. And you easy. But I think say for Ousmane Dembele and Lamine Yamal, obviously they will make it to the shortlist again. Now, I am torn between Rafinha and Mo Salah to join the 3 shortlist now. Rich, even though I may choose Rafinha, but Mamin Kansi Sudia say, any easy decision. Because Mo Salah is very, very close. I'm telling you.
I'm sure I have for near to you na Eddie Jumedino, yet the best FIFA men's player 2025 nominees, yet they are to YouTube. Exercise the person in such a way say, but you will laugh 3 and then they will feel say or no eventually being as the winner. I know any exercise I'm pursuing in a bumtiwa, which is Jumedino Sati Biano. But you will laugh 3 and that they will feel say or no. And being as the best player FIFA 2025. Now, you found Komono and Ayala and also.
Rich.
And also of last 3 in there. Dembele and then Lamine Yamal. Omoda Baya. Akaba Kona Apesu Ibeka. Okay.
Which Mimi Giri say it is tight for me in Mimi opinion between Rafinha and Salah. No disrespect to Kylian Mbappe. He did well. Mami Mane, special mention. He did very, very well. Vitinha too. He did fantastic. Rich, it will still come down to 3. And I think it's between Ousmane Dembele, Lamine Yamal, and Rafinha for his numbers. Born a Rafinha boy, last season. Rich, Ayana in Obiawo opinion, but in my strong conviction, Ayana Mwanwa, if he is not mentioned heavily, Rich, the numbers are scary. The optics, all the numbers not to enjoy. What do we need? Shape matches our boy, and in a home for money impact, and you crazy. But Rich, it will come down. Say the FIFA best player now. Normally, it also comes with a certain level of popularity, and that is where I caution Ousmane Dembele. Rich, Yamil Lama a popular channel, and one share the captains and the coaches will go and vote for the young guy. And even though he ran away with the Ballon d'Or, Rich, one way, the difference with FIFA, Diano, from Ballon d'Or, then a popularity kakra. And I think so one way, Lamine Yamal is our popularity now. Especially when Nancy fifth produce World 11 votes in the buy. Almost say. There are full players, Lamine Yamal votes etching Obia including Dembele. And see, if there is an award that is predominantly voted for by member association captains, and who coaches are rich. Yeah, who are me? I'm a bit me FIFA best now. Afa.
Me say me will vote. I'll vote for him.
You vote for Lami Yama?
Oh yeah.
Oh okay.
Me my canon several times. Osman Dembele me can't win him bobo. But the Paris Saint-Germain team, sometimes awards be saying and yet fair to some departments of the game.
Of course.
Goalkeepers, defenders, midfielders, and yet fair to them. And yes, I me. Paris Saint-Germain team net down. Osman Dembele is not the best player. And to talk of say Akwa J Ballon d'Or. Me say last season optics bibia popularity Lami Yama. I enjoyed the boy. I enjoyed him. It mean I agree with you. I don't know popularity is an Yamano Bayaduma and Mimi feels what the best Dembele. Oh yeah. Me also my Dembele no. I don't want exceptional man bias out. Oh,
Rich.
Even the Paris Saint-Germain team is not the best player.
Yeah, we all respect Obia's opinion.
He's not the best player for Paris Saint-Germain.
We all, but Rich Usman is special.
Samu.
Yeah. Onimbo.
Me mum do anya special.
Onimbo.
Anya gidi mami sa.
Oh, yeah, gidi.
Samu.
Look. The Ama Osman gidi mami Rich. He's probably the most unpredictable player in the world. And that is special. Yeah. Lami Yama Kutaboa. You can predict the other bear. The opposite. Guess that who predicting bar or the bear. Sana na Messi. Sana na Azen Robin Motier. You know what they are going to do. They will do it, but they will still beat you to it. But Rich, Usman, Sebon Kutana, you will not know what he will do with the ball. And the answer and say, Rich, what he can do with the left, he can equally do with the right. And on one case, Usman Dembele mpo, Ejitum say sometimes how unpredictable or it is not only to the opponent but to one case himself.
Okay,
and that makes him special. That makes him special for me. And I think it will go to Dembele, Lami Yamal, Rafinha. But say if the final one, last season the NB where we had two different players winning the Ballon d'Or and if anyone.
Okay. Yabefie na yabedi fie komo but mo messages am dey aba na kakra. Na yento adwumade ne so insha 104.5 Freddy Kanza. I say I'm not sure because he's a Man United fan.
That's why I'm Man United.
So me ma sam no organo. Also on your shock. So me ka say Lami Yamal should win.
And Lami Yamal Man U.
So also me a Man U fan.
So what is the link of Man U?
I don't know the person but Ebi Abrantes or Besign
because me link. Lami Yamal and Man U there link me no.
No, me ma sam no.
Me tiasie. So what's more can you say we Man U ni? So what is Man U's link with Lami Yamal and Tia? Why bias to Lami Yamal because you are a Man U fan? Me say me who link no.
Benjamin Abbey 94-99. Also Nuno Mendes and Vitinha won the Nations League and the Champions League, the Friend League, and you are mentioning Lami Yamal. And I make us say football sometimes and you're fair to some departments of the game, goalkeeper, defenders, on Kanye sa. So the players are branding. We will be to send Nuno Mendes. Boy Branton boy pa as a defender.
But Rich,
but you be where they are Dembele money at the
but Rich, you see, it is true. Say a fact. Say Omo winning the UEFA Nations League. But UEFA Nations League is not also a major tournament. No. Just a ceremonial friendly. And a UEFA for no are shaping into a tournament. A grainy grounds there, but yes, winning it adds to your CV and your facts. See what we need, but for me,
DJ Soko Dien Chato Krana Fe and start your discussions no fee. I say we all day here. Kopama will win it, and Ayala will come and talk about it and say Kopama don't deserve it. All right. I know now you did now so now every fee a dear fee in common. Atwamo so 8 media mama.
Nye Kopama nkwa. Say yeah that's why any say Vitinha winia. Obi ba be ka so on deserve it. Say that's why any ka say player bempo. Any other player apart from the who say also winia. You come and say he doesn't deserve it. And then you Kopama nkwa.
Okay. All right. Yemefia na yento I count down so proud to the super class I ever so